Hello and welcome to Home, a unique horror adventure by Benjamin Rivers. Now, I know bits and pieces about what goes on in this game. Not a whole lot overall, but just, a little bit here and there. It really doesn't matter to me. So we're just going to get started on this. Just jump into it. Your game will be saved automatically at certain points. However, we recommend you put aside an hour and a half and complete Home in a single setting. Alright, anyway, your game will be saved automatically at certain points. However, we recommend you put aside an hour and a half and complete Home in a single setting. I could probably do that. Turn up the sound, turn off the lights. Alright. All I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. Oh, my head. Where was I? It was so dark. Very nice graphics for 8-bit. There was something by my feet, a flashlight. It doesn't look like a flashlight. It kind of looks like a lantern. How do I interact with people? Oh, I want to interact with things. Alright. The house. Where was I? Ooh, there was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? Okay, there was a cat. Let's go through this door. The most obvious answer is probably go through there. The desk had a computer and some papers on it in a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawer? Yes, we did. Receipts, pen, and a blurry photo. Looked like a store of some kind. Give me a moment. Why did this look so familiar? I don't know. Why did it... Ooh, that blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh man, I had to get out of there. It doesn't look like you have problems there, down there, bud. Looks like you kinda got the little bit, looks like you got clean on there. Okay, so more than likely the blood is coming from that person. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg? I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs to try to find a way out. The shelf was full of books of local history and hunting. Seemed like the owner of this house really knew this area. Oh, what is this going to be like, what is this? A thin gray mouse stuck in the trap. It looked... No. No, we don't free the mouse. A collection of rusty tools. These looked like they were seeing a lot of use. And were caked up in a damp smelling dirt. Why weren't they in the shed? Very, ooh, found a picture of a couple. It looked like it had been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Did I push the switch? Yes. It pressed smoothly into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere. Why does that... That looks vaguely like me. Okay, I'm gonna have somebody come here on the stream. We may or may not have a guess. Oop, the mouse was dead. It looked like the cat had got it. Oh, poor mouse. Oh well, let's keep moving. Hold up. Alright, I'm back. Okay, that was kind of loud. An old dining table covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. Black and white photo looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guess. Alright, there's a party. Hold up. I'll be right back with you guys here in a moment. Please wait. Hello? Yes, we took it. I slipped the photo into my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. Hello? I'm suddenly regretting. What was that? That sounded like a gunshot. It looked like heck. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud caked all over my shoes. Didn't you just say that you had blood caked all over your shoes? The front door was blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew how to find another way out. Okay, so we're on the final floor. How you doing, Dark? You ought to... Sure. Hold on that. The bathroom was spotless. Everything had been wiped to a sheen. Is that supposed to be shine? I wondered if it was the man's wife who did the cleaning or him. Ooh, there's something here. There was a photo development tray lying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like treetops. This is pretty much just... Well, maybe. I don't know. Let me look here. I could probably go to the party screen. Is there a way to do it? Okay. Well, you can turn down my voice on YouTube, can't you? Okay, well I thought maybe you could watch it on the phone and then you could like turn it down and just see my audio. Well, not hear the audio. We don't talk about that. Oh Lord, I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this later on in my life, but I don't care. There were sheets of paper all over the kitchen table. It looked like a series of names were written down, but they were too smudged to read. It's probably a hit list, if that's the case. I could only make out a few on the notes. Keycard, Ocker, last one, I promise. Didn't make much sense at the time. Oh, crap. I opened the door again. I didn't want to open the door. What are you? The switch in the wall appeared to have unlocked the door. This is home. The blocks looked heavy. Yeah, I know, I can see that. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I found the way. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this was actually Minecraft's prequel. I want to get blown up by a creeper at the end. Oh, you're gonna hear. If an explosion happens in the game, alright, it will be creepers that did it. Also, today, as I'm streaming this, was the first day when the creeper was actually added to Minecraft. So, like, happy 10-year. 2 people on the stream, whoa! I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wondered where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out. Yeah, probably, because I don't know. Shadow peed on, so now he owns her. Footprints in the dirt. Shadow from... Oh my god, the old couple was actually Eggman and his wife. It was Eggman. And Shadow killed Eggman. Huh? Alright. Alright. Places all over were marked on the old map of town. The industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. Very epic. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait. There were photos of our house. What the heck was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, try to find some kind of information. Is there more? Is there more information? Well, crap. I guess I just lost out some information. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun. I hated guns. I didn't take it, did I? Yes, you took the handgun. I took the small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. It was so dark down here, and the air smelled stale and putrid. You know what else smelled like stale and putrid? New car smell. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? There's a writing desk. John Arbuckle's writing desk. The desk looked old and was caked with grime. Yeah, that sounds like John Arbuckle's writing desk. We found it. Oh man. On it was a stack of old faded paper covered with what looked like names. So we back in the mine, got a picket swinging from side to side, side to side. They were scratched out and eligible notes were written None of it made any sense to me. Probably something about Garfield and lasagna. Rusted hooks look like the kind you'd find in the butcher, hung from the ceiling. I swear, the people who comment on my own streams are better at making jokes than I am. Rusted hooks like the kind you'd find in a butcher, hung from the ceiling. They looked pitted and worn from heavy use. That man upstairs, did he do this? Mike Demia's LOL. Copyright. Yeah, you're right, we are, nerd. LMAO. Who? What? What is this? Some kind of homemade rack slung together with poorly... I'm the only one commenting. Oh my lord almighty, what is going on in my comments right now? Who is Make Dimez? Dimez? What? Your mother. Some kind of home. I'm not going to focus on the comment war. I'm not going to focus on the comment. I'm not going to focus on the comment war. Some kind of homemade rack sewn together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that. Did they? Probably. Ooh. Crudely made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. Some megalovania for the green sands. What? I don't know what's going on here. It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating the bottom, something wet. Yeah, I think I know what it is. I'm not gonna say it. Some kind of old boxes. They looked like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remember throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the heck were they doing down here? Oh no, we had a stalker the entire time. There wasn't anyone there. Was I hearing things? What? That looks like a person. Whoa there, bud. Whoa. I have no idea what is going on in my comments, but that's just a whoa. I thought today was going to be a fun day. There's bats. Oh, we're in the Bat Cave. Batman took us hostage. Okay, can we please stop the war here? Is there anything else here? Well, there's a skeleton. There was a rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it? Yes. Maybe the rope could make that broken ladder easier to descend. Who are you? Why not? Why can't you stop this war in my comments? You guys are probably the same person, I'm willing to bet. Yes, we're going to use that rope. I could hear a faint hum, and the smell from before started getting worse. The war will never end. Well, can we at least stop mentioning like fetuses and all that, please? I would appreciate it if you guys stopped with fetuses. The ladder was too high to reach. I must have tried to find a way out from where I was. Well, shucks. Oh, hello. A bunch of old newspaper wheat pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out. Danger due to cave-in. Take your memes back to the Ice Age, because maybe the caveman and women would enjoy it. Touché. Touché. Alright, I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna just say, if one more thing about a fetus gets mentioned in this, I'm just gonna go and put anyone who does it on timeout. I could still feel a faint impression of the rope I had slid down as I pressed against the heavy metal. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it is. If I could have, though, I would have run straight out of those awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At least, I thought. I had found that old handgun. It seemed to work, and from the smell of it, it had already been used. Kept the gun in my pocket. It seemed to have a familiar weight there. Alright, Dark, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to put you on a thing. Give me one moment, guys. I'm sorry. The fact that it just says one person but 19 comments just sums up the greatness of this thing. Let's see here, my videos, home. Oh wait, I can't put you on. I can't do that because Hey, let's go. I win. Haha. Can't win against me. You are so bad. The moderator gets put on timeout. Leave the out of here. Well, okay, I'm just gonna let whatever's going on here just happen. Ooh. There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet, and there was grass smeared within it. You really are going to be mad when I tell you that I didn't put Dark on timeout. Accidentally removed his moderator for a moment, but I didn't put him on timeout. Alright, I'm back. Somebody was talking to me. Hello? Etica's... Well, not Etica. Why did I say Etica? I didn't mean Etica. I meant to say J-Station. J-Station's YouTube career, was that you? The door was locked. There was a musty smell from in the inside. That one was locked. I need to go in here. I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Do I interact with it? Whatever those valves did, this wasn't pumping water anymore. I wasn't sure, but well, I kind of did. I meant to put you in timeout, but it did not work like that. So. You have the guy surgically have a Gucci hat stitched into his head, and he is a J-Station. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much. I think that's pretty much it for J-Station. The door was locked. There was a musty smell coming from the inside. Well, I don't know what that smell is, so. It wasn't. Yeah, I do it. Cool. 3 and 4, shut the door. 5 and 6, pick up some sticks. 7, 8, leave this place. 9, 10, don't do it again. Alright, so I was told I need to go to the left door. Well, not told to go to the left door, but the door was locked. Oh dear God, you kind of scared. You scared me worse than that thing. Jeez Louise, that was terrible. I need to. That would explain it. That would explain it. Okay. Do I think I'll. Apparently. Disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. What looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Yes, I'm taking it. I wasn't sure what I hoped to discover with the tape, but I took it anyway. I am like gunning this guy up for some sort of Gucci boss battle, and it's not going to happen, is it?
I think there's multiple endings to this game.
Oh, you think there's multiple endings? There was a rusty ladder sunk in the water which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water. Okay. No, that's Gamer Girl bathwater. Shut up. I'm trying to figure out how to get into that. Is there something up here I needed to get? No? Is there something up here, maybe? I swear to God, that doesn't look like a flashlight. It kind of just looks like a lantern. I'm not gonna lie. If you know what I'm talking about, Dark, from the stream, that flashlight doesn't look like a flashlight. It kind of looks like a lantern or just a glowing, putrid mass. There's something that like that? I didn't know. How do I? That might explain it. I didn't want to keep digging through this mess. I'm trying to find something to unlock that door because I'm pretty sure I have to go through it. I went through the exit, but, you know, the bathwater is blocking my escape. Alright. Yeah, I would bet. I would hate to have that as well on anything I do. I thought I could have turned this water valve. Yes, you shut it off. This valve was still active. Did I turn it again? Yes. This valve was still active. Did I turn it again? Okay, looks like I turned off the water flow. Okay. So, we should be able, now, since we drained the Gamer Girl bathwater, we should be able to now make our escape. The door was locked. There was a musty smell coming from the inside. Well, we tried. Flower, he's back, Dark. How did a 3-year-old get moderator? It got butthurt because I called it a thought. And it's meme rubbish. Seriously, how low do you have to? He's back, Dark. Your timeout didn't dissuade him. I don't know who this person is. They just suddenly appeared. These are the worst kind. These are like some of the, I'm not going to say worst because some of them are genuinely good people. But you time me out, I will fight you. Ooh. Did I? Okay, so apparently 2 and... Does 1 need to be returned, or is 1 good? Okay. Now, can I go into here? No. Okay. You think my memes are bad, Kijats are worse? Hippity hoppity, it sounds like somebody wants to lose moderation property. I think the water drained out through that grate in the wall. There was a small metal key left floating in the shallow pool of rancid water. Yes, I pocketed a small key, but it was so odd-shaped I thought I had no idea what it might open. It opens up your mother. The safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? The door was locked. Oh, wait. I just had an idea. Does this key open up the door up here? Because if it does, the door was locked. Okay, no, it does not. Crap! I was hoping that it would. I was so much hoping. I was hoping that key that I just. I mean, there's a door that's locked over here, but it's not. Wanna? No, it doesn't. Otherwise, I would have gotten a prompt. Maybe it's this door. Okay. There was a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what happened. Maybe a VHS. Oh my god, we're in Half-Life. I found another dead body, a sewer worker, by the wounds all over his face and the body. Figured there was a key ring sticking out of the man's pocket. Yes. I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked up the keys from his pocket.
So, fun fact, I bought, Indian fry pies. I purchased 40 fry pies from Amish country. Are you worried?
Anyway, yeah, what did you say? I'm sorry, I kind of left there for a moment.
I purchased 40 fry pies from Amish
45 pies? What?
fry pie.
Oh, fry pie. What is a fry pie? Use the king ring to unlock the door. Okay, we found a way to unlock the doors.
Think of a pie, but it's like a taco deep fried.
Okay. Oh no. There was a desk. That sounds pretty cool. All right, there was a dusty VCR on the security desk. I wondered what was on that VHS tape I found. Did I play the tape? Okay. Oh no. The video showed a man right there in the sewers being attacked. The tape looked fuzzy and stretched, like somebody had tampered with it. It looked like there could have been two men. Well, that's bad. Okay. Please stop. I am talking to Dark. He told me that he bought like 45 pies. I tried a bunch of keys on the keyring and I found on the sewer worker and one of them seemed to fit. Okay, so we found the what? A faded receipt with a half trampled on the floor. It was from the local train station. It was for 2 tickets. I didn't know what use it. Yes, I neatly folded the soiled receipt and slipped it into my front pocket. The wall littered with dozens of old faded papers. Like unplugged my microphone for a second because I thought my thing was acting up, and then it was like, oh no, it's in the game. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I couldn't be sure, but I thought some of these... Okay. Did that sewer worker find this room? Is that why he was killed? Okay. I don't know what's going on. No, it was only in that room. It was only in that room, so something was going on in that room. Whoa, okay, that scared the crap out of me. What? This, was it the smoke? Oh, okay. Alright. Would I need that gun or that knife before the end? Both weighed me down and aggravated my leg as I climbed that old ladder. The thought of that videotape still gave me chills. Who was it that didn't want to be seen? Was it the same person that hid all those clippings away in that locked room? Suddenly the awful smell of the sewer gave way to a pine-scented blast of fresh air. I'm pretty sure that I am like very, very close to the end of the game.
Well, like I said, there might be multiple.
Ooh.
Can you look it up and see if there's multiple?
Yeah, tell me if there's multiple endings. I don't know. I don't know if we will. I don't know if I will.
Well, there might not be like one ending.
I don't know if I'll do all the endings. I don't know if I'll do all the endings, but I might think about doing another one. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It felt. Yeah, it's called home. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly. Ooh, we found a school. Oh, it was a train station. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound that was that of the increasing wind buffeting the discrete structure. Okay, so it's a train station we found.
Oh, what? Am I wrong?
What?
There's a whole stupid discussion about the endings.
Oh, there's multiple?
Yeah, okay, apparently there's...
An old ticket booth. Okay, there's 2 endings.
Yeah, there's 2 endings.
Alright.
Neither one of them are a good ending.
Okay.
I'll give you that much.
Don't spoil, please. Oh, I got a trophy escape route. I found.
I'd say one of them is really fucked up.
Hopefully, I'm not on that route. Because if I'm on the route of one of them that is insanely effed up, then I'm not playing this game a second time around to get the better one. Well, no, I mean you said one of them is effed up.
Yeah, I'm not wrong.
So I'm not. So I don't want it to be spoiled. Okay. Is there anything else? I'm kind of scared.
There's only 2 endings. Like I said, none of them.
Oh, okay. That's a bad train. Like some kind of. No, not yet. I have a knife and a gun. I don't think so. I don't think I can die. There's yellow eyes in the background. What? What?
I literally clicked and it's got fucking 9 in the sheet.
You know, there was a guy that there was a guy that once said there is one sentence for every man that utterly destroys him, and that comment must have been the one. What was it? What was it? Ooh, bats. What's going on? I don't know the comment. Could you please explain? In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. Mad Max just installed. I slid the filthy wallet into my back pocket. I noticed that it contained. Noticed it didn't. Yeah, pretty much. In fact, it didn't contain any cards or ID of any kind. I thought I should recover my credit card and driver's license at least. So this is yours. From the railing I could see over the woods and down to the sewer entrance. Had I come through here before? If I did, something definitely could have seen me. We don't know what's going. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm like so beaten and battered right now. I don't like the unholy screeching of these metal doors out in the open. Like this. I hate these yellow eyes. No, there's just whatever difficulty you'd call this. there anything over here? There is. Okay. This must have been... alright. This must have been... Are you going to talk, or do you want me to? Dark. Okay. Do you want to talk, or what? I was going to read this off. No, I might be close to the end. It said it takes an hour and a half, and I'm already 40 minutes into it, according to this. So I'm just going to go and say what's on the screen. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I had seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. Hello? Is there anything else I need to... Alright, well, I guess we're going further into the woods. Dry old picnic table sat lonely amongst the trees. It had carvings and marks from years of previous campers. As I tried to read some of the names and the marks, I'd idly thumbed my knife I'd found. If I wanted to, I could have carved something on that table, did I? Yes. With a few crude strokes, I etched a simple design into the wood. R plus H. I felt like a teenager defacing the table. Lord, I would hope you would feel like it. The path ended in a cold-looking river. I wasn't sure if it was safe to cross it like this. Did I cross it? Did we cross the river? Dark, this is your decision. Do we cross the river? No, it just ends this way, apparently. Alright. I'm going to see if there was another option that I may have missed, because now that you mentioned it, I just got an idea. There was another path, but I don't know if there was anything else to it. Trampled into the dirt. Yeah, I still have the tree. I still have the key ring, but I don't know. I found my credit card. Oh my god, the Nigerian princes. That's what Morgan Freeman tried to warn me about. There's something coming my way. I just felt a rumbling on my controller. 2 folding camp chairs were on the ground. One was knocked over. There was a couple of beer cans. The cheap dome tent slept 2 people. I shone my flashlight and could see some bedrolls, 2 backpacks, and a cooler. Okay. Found my credit card, which is... Alright. Okay. It's one of these things. There's something following me, and I don't like it. Well, that would be great. Oh! There were some personal effects shoved in the back. Wait, there was a notebook there too. Did I read it? Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was a page after worn page of names. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Rachel. Her name was last on the list, and it had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but their marks looked older and more faded. Uh-oh. Where's Uncle Grandpa when you need him? Where's Uncle Sheen? That was my favorite Cartoon Network show. Is there anything over here that I could find? Well, there's a... No, don't look. Does it say look? No, no. I can't go anywhere else, so I guess I'm heading to here. It's a washroom, okay. There was a damp-smelling plank leaned against it. I might have been able to cross the river with it, yes. Okay, so it does. Okay, so it seems to be that the river is the only thing I can do. Maybe. Who knows? What I find. I might have. I had finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I could never return. Well, I found the exit. Let's try to go find the river. Let's go to the river. I beat this game in record time. This is the best speed run of my life.
Hey, blueberry, apple, and blackberry.
Apple. I like apple. Apple pie. Send me one. I'm never there. Okay, the plank I found was long enough to form a crude bridge. Yes. Alright, let's see what... 2 bodies, 2 young women were half dug into a hasty, shallow grave. What was that unholy screeching? The younger-looking one was still face up, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. They deserved better than that. Did I clean up the gravesite? Yes. I tried to cover them up a bit more, and I closed the younger woman's eyes. Well, that's pretty much it. I don't... Wait, was there anything?
I don't think that's the ending. I feel like something would play.
Maybe I should call for help? I mean, I'm trying to see if I can find my credit card. Well, not my credit card, but my ID. A terrible tragedy. This makes me sad. I don't like this. How effed up would it be if we were the killer the entire time?
I ain't gonna tell you. Did not spoil anything.
Just you saying that kind of spoiled it.
It could be yes or no. You know, and then say something else.
Oh, there you go. I guess. Hopefully I'm heading the right way, because I kind of lost my way.
I know the game wants to blow these words on increments of level by 1. And DLC, it had to spell out E.
Alright. You're not stupid, Dark. No, you're not. You're a good person.
I'm a good person, apparently, after everything I've said to that.
You're a good person, Dark. You're a good person.
Am I a good person even after I say you're horrible at fucking Apex?
You've just now... You just declared war on me and my family. Alright, well... I guess I'm heading to the end of the game. The forest started to thin out a bit, and through the trees I can make out the parts of the town beyond and the first tints of light. The mysteries of the forest were behind me, but I could feel them on the neck of like a warm breath. Those girls I had found, someone had taken them from their campsite and murdered them. Was it the same person who had left that odd notebook? I was even more eager to get somewhere safe, and to find a way to reach Rachel. Okay, well I guess we're not ending yet. No, I'm going to Rachel. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I worked as a mechanist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going through this grate. Oh my, okay. There's a dead body. I had found the body of a John Wick. Yeah, I know. John Wick be trying to clean this up. Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet and now this. The watch was useless and I put it away on my wrist. What? Something just locked. One of those lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone who had been looking for something. The door was locked shut and there was a little electronic box. A sign was pasted, I don't know. There was a large power box with 5 lights. Cables burst out of the box, snaking off into the other parts of the factory. The metal was starting to wear and the cobwebs had collected on corners. The box wasn't receiving power. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. Okay, so what I'm getting at is I need to go and return power to that box in order to... Every part of this plant smelled old and rotten, and I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. I would have literally crapped myself if like there was another person right there. There weren't... Really? A power panel looks like it was shut off. Yes, we turned the switch. Okay. The open locker was stuffed with a dirty old work clothes and boots. There was a photo of a woman. Taped to the inside, but it was scratched out. The face was unrecognizable. Okay, so I found the power supply, it looks like. It was shut tight. There was a rusty looking card slot behind it. Huh? Maybe. Our old break table, the layer of dust and grime only made seeing it something. I didn't get to read that last part. The door had been hastily boarded up. Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe. This was Norman's walker. The door was dented like somebody had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when we worked. Another panel that I hoped could... I don't think it would be time because I can only go at the 1 speed. Okay, we found the hammer. But I'm going to continue going forward because... Oh my god. What? Who knows? I think I actually did catch it, but I didn't, like... I think I did. I think I remember looking at it, but I don't. This locker? I'm pretty sure that's all 5. Because there was there was 2 down. Yeah, there was 2 downstairs, and then there was 1 on the bottom. Well, I mean up here. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's the plan. I stuck with the hammer, and the old boards came apart easily. After I left the hammer on the floor. Okay. This was my locker. There in the factory. It stank of booze. There was. it looked like it had been torn up. I thought I had taken that picture home when the factory closed. There was a mess of empty booze bottles. I wondered if that man... He sure had a lot of alcohol at his place. Well, let's see here. You already said you're a drinker, I think. Oh my god. Of course. That makes so much sense now. Alright, I think I did everything I can up there. The door opened now that the power was back on. There's stuff moving. Another smudge of dirt similar to the one I found in those sewers was on the floor. A large pile of building materials and debris blocked the way. Okay, this is actually creeping me out. A rusted old regulator of some kind sat dusty and unused against the wall. Planks, tools, and broken up parts blocked any further passage. Is there anything up here? No, it doesn't look like it. Do a Dark Souls reference right here. Praise the sun. A rack of flashlights hung on the wall. One of them was missing. Okay. Okay, so I'm back. So I'm back on the. So I'm back in the woods. He's probably just doing his job, and maybe he knew what was going on in that boarded up room. If he did, he wouldn't be telling that tale to anyone. I hope that pad led me back into town. How much longer? Oh, there's a car. Pickup had smashed against the guardrail and stood silent. Was this the truck that was in those newspaper clippings? Was that really a body found here too? Well, I guess we have to go through here, through the grate. And there's a door. I hate the metal. The garbage bin was a disgusting mess of rotten food in slick black bags. I saw a thin greenish corner poking out of one of the bags. It was my driver's license, but it looked damaged. Did I take it? Yes. I cleaned the card off the best I could. It looked pretty beat up. I was amazed to have found my credit card, and now this. I tucked the card into my wallet next to my credit card. Sounded like it was going to start raining again. I had entered Norman's place, and this was the back of the store that he ran. It was oddly quiet, except for the faint sound of a television. I don't hear it. The entrance to the front of the store was locked from the inside. It looked like I couldn't just pop it open. It needed a key. There was a bit of blood on the keyhole. Alright. What the heck? One of Rachel's old autumn coats hung on the rack. That was Norman's bedroom, wasn't it? What was it this doing? Oh no! Oh no, Rachel died in Minecraft and then spawned in Norman's bedroom. His Minecraft girlfriend was cheating on him the entire time. Inside the cabinet was a small but impressive collection of hunting rifles, shotguns, and even a few items that I didn't think were illegal here. One of the slots on the rack was empty. The gun I had found seemed to match the others there. If the handgun was Norman, what the heck was he doing with it? The gun would fit here. Did I place it back in the cabinet? Do I place the gun back in the cabinet? No. Though I don't want to. It might come in useful later. I understand. Oh, we found Norman. Oh no, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my coworker, and one of my few friends I had in this town lay dead in his armchair, well, beside his armchair. His face and shirt were covered in blood. Bless you. It looked like he'd been shot trying to get up. His eyes were wide in shock, though they were already drying. Norman, what was Rachel doing here? Why did you have her coat? Norman, maybe you deserve better. You probably did. Did I close his eyes? Did I close his eyes? I closed his eyelids down. I closed his eyelids down, shuddering as I did so. I wasn't sure if wanted to give him peace. This game has oddly weird grammar. I wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace, or if I just couldn't stand to think anymore about what was going on. The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through the mess, did I? Yes, we're scavengers. I found a hairpin among those rocks. Alright, that might come in useful. I guess this was Norman's kitchen table. He kept it clean enough, but there were water rings from the 2 cups there on the wood. Is there anything else here that I can interact with? No. 29 minutes are probably going to be left in this game. The TV still flickered some incomprehensible channel. Indecipherable channel. Well, I didn't find a key, but I found a bobby pin. That should work. I used the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away. The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, canned goods. Never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work if we needed anything. The register was mostly empty. A fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. A fat stack, Dark. A fat stack of travel magazines. Now that's something I never heard. A fat stack of travel magazines. Have you ever walked into like anywhere and you're like, okay, that would be $2.50, and you just hand them a fat stack of 250 travel magazines? Does this cover it? All I have are travel magazines. Just pay Donald Trump's like, we need to build a wall on our southern border. Hold up. Donald Trump's like, we need to build a wall across the southern border, and just Bill Gates raises his hand, and there's like 100 billion travel magazines, and was like, does this cover the wall? That was hilarious. You just hear the Windows startup screen as the southern border wall gets built. What had I seen? Norman was dead, but I had no idea why. I didn't know how he could be involved in all of this, but the thought of him lying on the floor up there was sickening. The only comfort I had was the gun I still carried, but was it really a comfort or a curse? The rain was coming down hard, but at least I was close to home. It wouldn't be long before I got my answers. Is there anything over here that I need to... Well, I don't know how to tell my house from anything else here. So, wrong gate. This one was locked. Oh, this one wasn't locked, so this is probably my house. Maybe, I don't know. This gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. The neighborhood's local post box. A letter was sticking out as if somebody hadn't pushed it all the way in. I knew it wasn't right. Did I look at the letter? Yes. There was no return address, but the envelope was addressed to Norman. Carefully I tore it open and looked at the letter inside it. It read, "Stay away. She's mine." That was it. No signature. No other information. I had the wrong date. Third time's the charm. I entered our backyard. The rain gave a terrible sense of forbidding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. Wait, dark. The Minecraft grass sound effect is in this game. Yes. Go into the stream and listen. Do you hear it? Oh my god. We were right. It was Minecraft all along. I think this game is like $5 on the... The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and stained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. I remembered having breakfast here on this very table. Was it yesterday or sometime before? The door to the basement was locked. Where'd I put the key? There was a small pile of mail on the floor in the front slot. How long did it be here? Why hadn't Rachel picked it up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Did I open it? Yes. I ripped the bill open and I read it. To my surprise, it said something about canceling my credit card due to non-payment. The front door was locked from the inside. I couldn't go out, though. I needed to see if Rachel was here. Okay, so... whatever happened here happened a very long time ago. Rachel spawned in Norman's bedroom. Oh. Maybe. I found the last missing piece of my wallet. I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I had got part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why hadn't I thrown it away? Stolen identity. Okay, I got that trophy. Our television, I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty... What? It might be. I don't know. Well, I'm not, so... the door opening so slowly makes me feel uneasy. The books were here, half mine, half Rachel's. Now that I looked more closely, it looked like the man in that house had some of the same books as I did. There was a suitcase on the bed. It was Rachel's. I remembered it from that trip we took west. Did I open it? Wasn't sure how to make the suitcase of contents. Inside were a few days worth of clothes, some toiletries, and a train ticket. Checked the date, time, and it matched the receipt I found back in those horrible sewers. What was this? Rachel, who were you running away with? Okay. Our hallway mirror had been smashed. Its pieces scattered around the floor. Okay, what's in here? Okay, this is the bathroom. Our sink, which needed to be replaced. One of the taps always stuck, but I hadn't gotten around to fixing it yet. We were lucky enough to... I don't... Well, let's see here. Between being knocked out and losing your identity, that's kind of like secondary to everything else going on. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. Can I interact with the toilet? No? Okay. Alright, whatever's in this room. Oh, it's a piano. No, wait, it's my laptop. The screen was on a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Yes. I pocketed the key. Okay. Is there anything... Okay, I have to head downstairs. Okay. I unlocked the basement door. I don't know what's going on down here. There was old Christmas decorations in a box. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key here. Did I take it? I took the small key and tried to remember what it was. There were old clothes tools and other things we had obviously hadn't thrown out. I put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. It hadn't finished. The drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough. How about the dramatic irony of your What? Front door was locked. Yeah, pretty much. Nobody's going to be able to hear any. Now you have peg legs for the rest of your life. What are you playing? The Kill la Kill game. I'm looking for something to throw at it. Why not just barrel through it? That's my question. That's what I'd do in his situation. I'd barrel through it. The grimy key I found in the basement unlocked the door. Oh, so there was a door down here. Looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? There was an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take the crowbar? Yes. That's kind of like what dramatic irony is. It's probably, this game is probably more of like just about the mystery than it is about the horror. Yes. With a heave, I swung my crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. Yes. Half-Life confirmed. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in... Half-Life 3 confirmed. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath was caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down here? Was she okay? We'll find out here in a moment, I guess. Part of me doesn't... What's this say? Don't look. Filthy looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. After all this searching, after all I had done, had seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Did I find Rachel? So yes or no? What? Well, I'm asking you because you're in here. Okay. Alright, tails no, heads yes. Get an app. Tell your phone to flip a coin. Okay. Heads is yes, tails is no. Fate. No. We didn't find Rachel. What did we find? It's moving, whatever it is. The rags were wet, mattered, covered in dirt and grime, but the inside, that tattered mess, was no sign of my beloved wife. Rachel wasn't there. I looked around in confusion, trying to figure out what to do next. If she wasn't there, where was she? What had been searching for this entire time? I remember the look on Rachel's face when I came home, didn't I? Then the awful realization hit me right in the gut. I had been looking at this the wrong way, hadn't I? This is what you've been trying to tell me all along, isn't it? I couldn't find Rachel there, and I won't find her anywhere else because she was never there at all, was she? I stumbled back upstairs, the pain in my leg just dull ache now. Sat down in my bedroom. My mind was spinning, and the ache I felt before was near crippling. Finally, I could no longer fight the exhaustion, and as I tried to grab a hold of something that would make sense, I must have drifted off. What? I like to remember things. This was my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody... Was I at those places? Yes. I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet. You said you had been there before. I guess these books were all actually mine. Oh, is he... Oh, is this schizophrenia? He didn't find Rachel. Did I think... No. Ah, you son of a... So what do I do? Yeah, I can't be. Hold up. Alright, anyway, back to what this is going on. Someone had been going through those lockers and pumping around the plant, so it didn't quite add up. Was I the one who had been going back to the factory? Yes. It looked that way, didn't it? That locker room, I hadn't given up drinking, but... The laptop... Do I head back downstairs? Yes, I killed Norman. It would make sense. I think it makes sense. I'm still trying to figure out why the laptop still had power. I wasn't going to leave. I had to at least get some answers first. I couldn't go back down there until I'd gone over everything. I needed to make sure I was perfectly clear. How many breakfasts had I eaten there completely alone? I swear to God, I think this is like mental illness right now. What's going on? This is like more disturbing than a PewDiePie Amnesia Let's Play. What other illusions had I dreamed up? What other truths were there waiting to be exposed? I can't go back down. It won't let me. I had made up my mind. Something about like we're not mentally prepared to head back down in the basement, and I can't leave either. due to the same reason. I can't leave the house because I need answers. No, I don't want you to look up the tutorial. That's kind of the thing about going through this blind. My old office. I surmise that at least 2 of the names in the musty notebook had been recent victims. Those Pearl girls that I found dead in the forest, I wonder what happened to the other names on that list. Were the ones scratched out on that desk in those wet tunnels. I don't know what's going on. Seemed like I've seen everything there was. Maybe I thought I was ready to go back into the basement. Maybe there wouldn't be anything for me to find, but I had to at least take a look. I'm like prepared for a jump scare. If I was guilty, I could take this into a warm, safe place to do something about it. Yes, I took the knife and I kept it firmly in my hand. If I wanted to end it, I could do it with that gun. I feel like carrying an anvil, but I wouldn't let it go. Not again. Everything smelled like a musty and old down there. Oh, am I gonna kill myself? But did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever? Yes, we left to say goodbye to the nightmare. Since I arrived in the town, things have been difficult. Working in the plant, though, had been good for me. It kept me in the line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that was when I started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. Drinking was probably the way to deal with that. It was almost as if I was trying to beat my brain at its own game. Things stopped making sense sometime after that. My memories of what happened are still in flux. I suppose that was when Rachel came along. This night had been the worst night of my entire life. Would it even be possible to bounce back from everything that had happened, everything I'd seen? You know, in a way, I almost wish I hadn't even woken up tonight. It would have spared me a lot of pain. What had happened to the other man I found in that house? Had I killed him? Is that why I was locked in that room? Or did you? After making it out of those tunnels, I thought those sewers might feel safer. The security tape I had watched showed me someone had been attacked by what looked like 2 people. But who was it that was attacked? And what I had been doing at Norman's place, or even in that old forest. It didn't look good, that's for sure. Had I been responsible for what happened there? Was I guilty, or was I just mad? Just for a second, though, think about something else. Think about those poor girls I had accidentally discovered in the old forest. The notebook I had found in those woods had names in it. Names I think I saw somewhere else before. Couldn't have been me behind that, could it? I would never do such a thing to such sweet, innocent people. So it was probably obvious to us both now that I was going through those lockers and making a mess of the old factory. But what the heck was I supposed to do? Was I doing there? I suppose it could have been just another episode, but I didn't understand. Was it really me drinking in that boarded-up room? What had I become? What more is there that you're not telling me? I'd catch my breath to take it all in. At each point until the factory, things had only gotten worse. But then, going to Norman's store, that's where the confusion and the doubt started to set in. That's when my perspective on all of this really started to change. But Norman, it was clearly I who ended your life. Whether you were a miserable and deserved it, or whether you were innocent, well, that will be for someone else to decide. Maybe you knew the truth that I only now understand. Maybe that's why I came to you. But as painful as all of that was, Oh no, I couldn't bear to think about it again. After all I had seen and done, finally coming home was supposed to be the end of this entire ordeal. I had no idea, though, that it was only the beginning. When I first stepped through the kitchen, the silence had been unnerving. But to think that I went through all of that completely unaware of what I would discover had I killed Norman, thinking that he and... well... that there was something going on. Everything I held dear and true was now spinning around me. I had nothing to ground me, nothing to give me purpose, or even the faintest hope of reason. Without Rachel, without what I thought was Rachel, I was lost forever. As the door swung open, I could smell damp grass and the closeness of air. After everything, it felt like I had more questions than answers. You made me see the truth, I'll give you that, but now I was completely lost. You took the only thing that I had kept me going. I was sure the word would get out, and soon enough the police would come looking. And what then? Would you be there to show me the way? What will I do then? Okay. That was... give me a moment. That was, I still don't understand what happened, but that was, that was a good game, nonetheless. I mean, home is dedicated to my wife, Nancy. Watch your back. The end. Yeah. I got the horrible ending. Dementia? Okay. So, let me get this straight. I'm a homeless person who just broke into a house and thought my wife cheated on my best friend, but it didn't happen. I killed every single person I came across. I was the person in the tape killing that man. Okay, so then what about the other ending where Rachel was found? Okay. Oh. Oh, okay, so the dementia ending is apparently the good ending because it's canon. Okay, so... So, the dead bodies were just random people. So why did Norman kill Rachel? So, if in the other ending where we find Rachel, that means Norman killed himself. This is such a it's such a confusing yet interesting game that I kind of wish yeah, please do. Yeah, please do. Please do send me a link to the Steam game because, well, the Steam page because I would love to dive into this for a couple of hours. I'm not going to do it on the stream, of course, but I don't think I'll play this game again to do the other ending. I'm still. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing that. But yeah, that was the game. I kind of wish like the big theory channels like Game Theory and the theorizer would kind. Yeah, like this game is like deserving of more attention and more coverage because of just how interesting the game is. It doesn't really feel like a horror game. It feels more like just it feels more like this unique mystery, and I guess the horror thing has more to do with like the jump scares and like the psychological horror that's going on here. Yes, that I totally agree with the atmosphere being creepy. I've had chills the entire time from like when we first entered the sewer and watched that tape. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so, clapping I can't speak right now. I'm still trying to piece everything together about this game. But this was such a great experience. So shout out to Benjamin Rivers who created this. I hope your wife
Shout out to his wife.
Yeah, I hope your wife enjoyed this game, especially after you told her to watch your back. I wonder what that meant. I hope you guys enjoyed. Me and Dark are going to be talking a little bit more off stream about this game. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow with something a lot more light. What? Yeah, probably either Apex or either Apex or Mad Max will be tomorrow's stream.
Oh, Mad Max is a fucking good game. You need help with that. Just fucking tell him.
I've got plans for Mad Max, and you'll see it if I do decide to stream it. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Funny enough, this game actually didn't take like an hour and a half like they said it would. Maybe if I was paying more attention to detail it would have, but for me it took me... Yeah, it took like an hour and 22 minutes, and then we just spent like the rest of the time talking after the credits rolled. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out to Benjamin Rivers. I'm still confused about this game. Game Theory or the Theorizer, if you're watching this by any means, please do cover this game. It has incredible theory fodder, and I think it needs to be covered more. Because I didn't know this game really existed until like 2000 and... Well, I didn't know this game actually existed until like maybe 3 years ago, and I never got to really play through it, so... yeah, this is fun. So, shout out to Dark for staying on the stream, even though apparently you guys can't hear him. Shout out to Dark. Shout out to Dark Kid. He is going to be streaming Apex with us, well, with me tomorrow if I decide to do Apex. Otherwise, yeah, he also did a Soma stream, and it's really interesting to me, at least. So you should definitely check it out. I think the last thing I really want to... What? Oof. So I hope... So I hope that you enjoyed the stream. Or video, whenever this was posted. However you're consuming this. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day, or night, or month, or year, whenever you're watching this. Weekend. I hope you get a promotion in whatever you're trying to do. I'm not going to tell you guys to subscribe because I think you guys just watching like an hour and 35 minutes of just somebody playing a game and then talking for the next like 7 minutes is just way too much. So, bye. Plankton has a domination fetish.